good morning, welcome to day 70 of your daily wellness, and today we have our yoga session, our longer yoga session. So taking a moment to check in, you know the drill. Have a little fidget, have a little move around between the feet, find that grounding with the earth. Socks can be on or off, you have better grip off, but you can leave them on if you've got cold feet. Start to lift the toes and spread them out. Place them back down. And then start to feel this activation through the calves as we imagine lifting through the arches of your feet. Lift the kneecaps, feel that little squeeze through the quads. And as you tuck your tailbone, as you scoop under, we've got a small activation through the lower abdomen and a little bit of a squeeze through the glutes as well. Small tuck of the lower ribs. Find that length. Imagine growing tall through the spine. Shoulders come back and down. Reach the fingertips down. Lengthen up, but then tuck the chin slightly. Close your eyes if you're comfortable here. And start to settle into your breath. So sometimes in yoga we're squeezing and lengthening. Here we want to be at maybe about 30-40%. So if you squeeze everything, say 100%, we're going to ease it off by a half and then ease it off by a little bit. So we're kind of active, but we're not really intensely locking everything in and pushing too much to begin with. So start to connect with your breathing. Imagine you can almost visualizing the breath coming in through the nose. We come up to the sinuses, down through the head, through the back of the throat, down through the chest. And imagine breathing right down to your belly as you feel your diaphragm expand down and the belly expand out, filling up. As you exhale, feel that contraction coming from the belly. Up through the diaphragm, all the way up through the lungs, through the chest, through the throat, up through the sinuses, and then gently coming out through the nose. Connect with that sensation of in and out, up and down, expansion and contraction. You can leave the hands at the sides, or we can bring them at the heart, bring them together. It's up to you. If they're at the heart, you can feel this expansion and contraction through the hands as well as they lift and lower, moving in and out with the chest. Listen to the sound of your breath. Bring that slight restriction in the throat. So we've got that sound as you breathe. Sounds like waves crashing on the shore. Every exhale, feel a little bit of tension drain away. Every inhale, feel a little bit of ease, whatever that means to you at the moment. Maybe it's ease of breath, maybe it's just a bit of ease being in your body, ease with your alignment, or just ease with this moment. Gently release the hands if they are together at the heart, palms facing forwards. This posture of receiving now. Good. So we're going to do a few Tai Chi twists to begin with to help to loosen us up. So allowing the arms to swing side to side, nice and gentle. Allowing the weight to shift from side to side. And the knees to bend. Looking around as we come around. Maybe we take it up a little bit and we get the arms swinging a little bit higher or a little bit faster. Maybe you engage your breath. Tapping as we come around, tapping in the lower back. So just around the kidneys. This is where our adrenal glands rest. And tapping here stimulates the adrenal gland and gives us a little bit of energy, wakes us up. Keep it going. A few more. And release. Hands facing forwards. Receive. Good. From here, as we inhale, we're going to take the arms up. Kiss together. As you exhale, float them down. Slow and steady. Work with your breath. Inhale. If you'll go faster or slower than me, that's fine. Give me a couple more breaths. Go for about one more. And then shake it out. Let everything move, let everything be a bit loose, the vibration moving through the body, up through the joints, through the muscles, up into the brain. Good stimulation for the brain. Good. From there, we're going to bring the feet together. So I'm going to face this way. So bring the feet together, right together, and then just take the heels about an inch apart. Again, get that scoop of the tailbone, lift through the kneecaps, lengthen up, shoulders back and down. As we inhale, we bring the arms up together. Take a steeple grip, so first fingers are out, everything else is, forgot the word for that, but you know what I mean. Tuck the tailbone under, lengthen up, look up towards the hands, lengthen those, so we're not cranking the head back, we're trying to lift the chin up. Keep scooping the tailbone. From here, just pull the hands back slightly. If you need to, have a little shoulder roll. You can bend the elbows to bring them a little wider rather than here. This will help give you that little bit more lift, a little bit more space in the shoulders, particularly if you're tight. Scoop the tailbone under. Start to really get that tuck of the tailbone as you reach up and back. Going just as far as works for you. Scoop the tailbone. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it back. Small back bend. Breathe. One more breath. Release the hands. Bring it up. Hands come down to the sides. To the top of the legs. And then we slowly roll down. One vertebra at a time. Feel that release through the back, that nice feeling through the back as we let go of the tensions that we just created. Take a few beats to hang. Maybe fingertips come to the mat, maybe they rest on the legs, maybe you hold on to your elbows. Bend the knees generously to allow that stretch to come into the back. And then we roll it back up. So similar pattern again, toes together, heels apart slightly. We reach the arms up, interlace in that steeple grip. But this time, try and do it the other way. So if your left finger is on the top, put your right finger on the top and interlace it the other way. It feels really weird and almost like you're holding someone else's hand. But it's really good for your brain to do things a different way to what you normally do, to use left foot instead of right foot, to put the left hand on top instead of the right hand on top. Starts to activate different parts of your brain. Really good for like degenerative brain, fighting off degenerative brain disease. Okay, scoop the tailbone under, reach the arms up. Again, open the elbows wide so we can get the shoulders away from the ears, create space. Scoop it under, look up towards the hands. So make sure that we're pointing up to the ceiling, chin is lengthened, and then we're going to bring the head back down into neutral. Okay, so we're lengthening up tall, we're not doing a back bend this time. This time we're going to take the hands over as if you're trying to reach the corner of the room, but what we're trying to do is reach through this side of the body. So we can all crank over like this, but what we actually want to do is reach through, lengthen through the underside and then over. So you may not come as far, but we're getting a much better stretch here and a bit of lengthening, a bit healthier through this underside as well. Good, take your one more breath. Bring it up to center. Take a little reset. Look up, find the length. Head comes back down. And then we come over again, lengthen up this time through this side. And then over. So again, we're not trying to crank over as far as we can. We're trying to lengthen up and over. Taking one more breath. Bring it up to center. Release the arms down. Same as we did before. They come to the front of the thighs. We roll it down. This time when you get there, we can again hold on to the elbows or fingertips on the mat. And we're going to gently come side to side. You can separate the feet a little if you're feeling unstable with them close together here. And you can bend the knees as much as you need. In fact, straight knees is not recommended for this bit. Bend them at least a little bit to make sure that we're getting right into the lower back, into the sides of the lower back and into the hips. Good. And then stopping in the middle, we're going to lift the toes, place the hands underneath the feet. So from the side, we're taking the hand under the foot. Bend the knees as much as you need. And then we just take a little, maybe we have a little movement, maybe we find stillness, maybe we start to lengthen a little bit to get that little bit of a stretch pressure. What we're not trying to do is crank up as far as we possibly can and get strain on the knees, strain on the elbows, strain on the shoulders. So just feeling that little bit of resistance. Good. From here, bend the knees. Hands come to the mat. Walk the hands forwards. Walk the feet back. Coming into your downward facing dog. Take a moment to settle into your down dog. So walk it out. Take the hands a little wider. Bend the knees, lift the tailbone up, talking into my jumper, sorry, and then straighten through the legs. Doesn't matter if your heels reach the floor or not. Good, bring the weight forwards, we come into plank position. Good, from here we drop the knees. Coming onto all fours. Take a few breaths in your cat-cow as you inhale, drop the belly. Lift the back of the head up as you exhale. We curl through, flexing the spine. One way with the inhale and the other way with the exhale. Go at your pace. Trying to get into every vertebra. One more big, long, steady breath. And then bump the hips to one side and the other. Bumping the hips to the side now, looking to the same side. And the other side. And then we're going to bring the knees together, send it back into child pose for a couple of beats. Walk the fingertips across to one side, not all the way over, just a small reach towards the corner. And then across to the other side. Good, bring them back to the middle and walk it up. Take a shoulder roll. Inhale up. As we exhale, small twist. So we're just resting the hand here, the other arm we can reach down towards the floor, or we can really open up to the side. It's up to you. Good, bring it back to center, opposite hand to the knee. Again, we can reach down towards the floor or open up. Good, bring it back to center. So, from here we're going to come up onto the knees, step the right foot forwards. So we're in this kind of kneeling lunge. Scoop the tailbone under. So already, when you scoop the tailbone under, you should feel a stretch coming from the abdomen all the way down here, all the way down the front of the leg. So we don't need to get that stretch, to sink right down here. Actually, just getting that 90-degree angle and then a big tail tuck, tailbone tuck, scoop under. We'll get there. Reach the arms up. Keep that scoop under. Open the fingertips wider. Good. Bring the hands back down. This time we are going to take the foot a little further away. We are going to allow a little bit more sinking. Now, if you have sore knees or you're feeling a bit of pressure, you can double up on your mat here or use a blanket or a cushion or anything else. My knees are feeling it a bit today. I don't know why. So this time we are taking a slightly wider stance, and again we're not just dumping the weight down, but we're allowing a little bit more of a pelvic tilt, a little bit more of a lean forward, trying to scoop under, reach the arms up, drawing that circle up, and then back slightly as we come into a back bend. We're trying to get that curve all the way from the leg, up the back of the leg, through the back, through the shoulder blades and out through the arms. Scoop the tailbone. Take one more big breath. Bring the arms back up, shift the weight up, and then we're going to bring the hands down to the mat. Left hand on the mat, right arm's going to open up into a twist. One breath, exhale it down. Frame the right foot as we exhale back into hamstring, kind of hamstring stretch, but we're going to leave the leg bent. So right leg is staying bent, but we're going to pull back through the right hip crease. Wiggle the toes. Allow this fold through the upper body. Belly coming towards the thigh. Again, a generous bend. Roll it forward. Use the hands to support as you bring the right knee back. And we step the left leg out. So again, to begin with, we're not taking this big wide stance. We want about 90 degrees, so the knee over the ankle, the hip over the knee. Scoop your tailbone under. Feel that stretch coming from the abdominals right down through the front of the thigh. Take the arms up. Nice and wide here. Reach the fingertips up. Good, and then we bring them down. Now we can step it out a little further. Now we can allow a little bit of sinking through the hips as we start to create that curve rather than a right angle. Scoop the tailbone under, because if we don't, we just tend to fold at this one point here. If we scoop the tailbone under, we can get a bit more of a curve all the way up the back. Sweep the arms forwards. Draw the semicircle up and back. Breathe nice and deep. One more breath. Bring the weight back up. Align yourself. And then the hands come down. Right hand to the mat, left hand straight up into a twist for one breath. Exhale it down. Bring the weight back into this kind of a hamstring stretch, but keeping a nice generous bend. So keep the leg bent, but pull back through the hip crease. Wiggle the toes. Trying to come kind of belly to thigh and then release over. Keeping this nice generous bend. Good, release it forwards. And then we bring the weight back. So from here we're going to take the knees nice and wide, reach the fingertips forwards, and then come back into your child pose. Take a few breaths. So again here we're going to walk the hands out towards one side, not too far, just a small amount. So the belly and the chest is coming just inside the thigh. Bringing it back through center and around to the other side. Again, just inside the thigh. Bring it back through to center. Okay, so we're going to come back. We're going to come back into a lunge, right foot forwards, left foot back. This time, you can keep your knee down if you want to keep your knee down. Or, if you're feeling a little bit stronger, got a bit of strength going now, we're going to lift the back knee up and come up into this kind of high lunge. So, more important than straightening everything out and getting this big stretch, is actually to get your alignment right. So try and rotate the hips, so both hips face forwards. Bend the back knee and scoop the tailbone underneath. So we're heart over hips, head over heart. Then try and lengthen away. So often you find as you lengthen away, we kind of get this weird arch going on here. So we want to scoop under first, and then just try and lengthen where you can. This is going to be very tight through the front of the hip here. That's normal. Nice deep breaths. Reach the arms forwards. Up, back slightly. One breath. As you exhale, we come up and twist. Reach one hand forwards, one back as much as you can. Inhale up. Twist to the other side. Inhale up. Bring the hands down, belly to thigh. Take a breath in your low lunge. We're going to step the back foot in part way. Coming into triangle pose. So lengthening through both legs. You can bend them a bit if you need to, but lengthen as much as you can. No pressure on the knees. Long through the spine. Looking forwards just in front of the toe. Pull back through the right hip crease. There's a big stretch through the right hamstring. Bend both the knees. Step the left foot forwards to meet the right. Take a little forward fold. Bring the hands to the mat. Step both feet back into plank. Hold. Hold. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the knees to the mat. Same on the other side. Take the left foot forwards. You can stay on the knee if you want to, or tuck it under, bring it up. Get your alignment right, so naturally we kind of open to the side when we're here, when we're tight through the hip. Bring it in a little, tuck under, so both hips are facing forwards. Bend the back legs, scoop the tailbone, so instead of being here, we're rotating forwards, we're scooping under to get that length through the spine, and then just straighten as much as you can from there. Good. Reach the arms forwards, up, back, and breathe. Good. On your next exhale, we come back up and open. Inhale up. Open to the other side. Inhale up. Bring it down, belly to thigh. Take a breath in your high lunge. And then we step the back foot in part way. Triangle pose. So the aim here is to pull back through the left hip crease. Again, naturally we kind of want to open there. So we're going to pull the left hip crease back, lengthen the spine. Take a few breaths in your triangle pose. Big stretch on the back of the leg. Keep pulling back through that hip crease. Good. And then take a little rock, step the right foot up to meet the left. Allow a generous bend in the knees. Hug the belly to the thighs. Ooh, don't fall over. Don't close your eyes like I just did. Good. Bend the knees. Bring the hands to the mat. Step it back into plank. Spread the fingers wide. Hold. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up to downwards facing dog. Take a little walk through. Good. Lift up onto the toes, bend the knees, lift the tailbone up. And then you can start to straighten the legs, and then you can start to bring the heels down. Good. Drop the knees to the mat. So we're going to do some half camel pose. So camel pose is a big back bend, but there are variations of it. And we're going to do some of those variations. So bring the knees probably about hip distance, scoop your tailbone under, find some length. To begin with, open the chest, roll the shoulders. So with a lot of back bends that are using the whole of the spine like this, we actually need to open up through the chest, because otherwise you're going to put more pressure on the lower back. So, a few shoulder rolls, open them up. Bring the hands to the buttocks. Open the chest. We then scoop the tailbone under and start to reach the fingertips down the back of the thighs. So neck, try and keep it as an extension of the spine. Good. Bring it back up through center. Drop the tailbone down. Take a breath to release. Good. Bring it back up. This time you can do the same again, or we can bring one hand to the heel. So open the chest, bring the hand to the heel, lift the hips up, reach the other arm up or back. So this is your half camel. Keep scooping the tailbone up to protect your back. Good, bring the arm in slowly. Lock the core in as you come back down. Take a breather. Good, we bring it back up. Same on the other side, bring the hand towards the heel. Scoop the tailbone up, opening your chest, reach the arm up and back. Bring it in slowly and over. Bring the knees together and allow the spine to release for a few breaths. Good. Bring the hands back onto the mat. Cross the ankles over, use the hands to support as we come over into this seated position. Shuffle yourself a little bit further down the mat. Taking hold of the outside edges of your feet, we're going to roll it up and down the spine. So take a little massage up and down the back. And then next time you come down, release the feet off, hug the knees in, maybe take a little rock side to side. Good, bring the feet down to the mat. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath. Start to lengthen away through the legs. If it becomes uncomfortable, you can bring the feet in and keep knees together. Otherwise, take the legs out long, roll the feet to the sides. Take the hands out to the sides, palms up. Close your eyes and connect with that deep breath. Feel your body relax with every exhale. Feel the tension draining away. So thank you for joining me today. That was quite an intense one for your back. So if you find that you're feeling a bit of tension in your back after this, coming down, hug the knees, roll in side to side, or doing some of those Tai Chi twists or rolling up and down the spine will help to alleviate some of that. Good work today though, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste for your daily wellness.